Hiya guys, today marks for me 3 years, 9 months of sobriety, and what I want to do today is have a chat with you about going sober for the first 6 weeks onto the first 6 months, and what I experienced, good and bad, about going sober for the first 6 weeks onto 6 months. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the first 8 to 10 days was very rough for me. I'd been drinking an awful lot on a daily basis. I was on like a 9-day bender, to be honest, drinking lager in the house and my local pub. And the final straw for me, after a lifetime of bloody mistakes through alcohol, the final straw for me was I was walking home from the pub and I needed to go to the toilet so bad I had just went in the brambles or I would have shit myself. And I thought my insides must be wreaking havoc with me after, why am I doing this? And I went home that night. I went to sleep for like 20 minutes, passed out, and then I just lay there till the early hours of the morning, just shaking, having alcohol withdrawal, and dehydrated, unquenchable thirst, back and forth the sink, drinking water, bottles of water. And when I came round the next day, then I decided, right, I'm having a good few days off. I'm gonna have about 2 or 3 weeks off the booze because I don't want to feel like this anymore. And I had a few days without alcohol, and it took me 5 days, before I stopped feeling depressed and self-pity. Then it took me 8 nights before I slept decently. I remember on the 9th night, my head was on the pillow and I thought, my pillow feels soft for the first time in nights and nights on end. It normally felt like a bloody circular lump of cement that I was trying to sleep on, and I could feel my head pounding, from my heart pounding through my head, dunk, 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 as I was trying to drop off, and it just wasn't up. And when I did fall asleep for a brief period of time, I'd have nightmares about terrible things happening to my family, terrible things happening to me, or just hideous things happening, basically. And that's one of the benefits of when you go sober. Everyone's case, one of the benefits of going sober is you'll get a good night's sleep, healthy sleep. The frequency of having a nightmare in your sleep is a lot less. Your blood pressure will come down. Everyone's case is unique. Mine was, I have an all or nothing personality. So for me, 1 pint is too many, 20 pints, 30 pints is not enough. So that, if you can get my logic on that one, there's a few other people, very successful people, who claim to have the same personality trait. Think of the footballer Paul Merson, he said it. David Bowie, very successful singer, he said the same. Don't give me one drink, there's no point, I just have to abstain completely. Now that for me was a very scary thing to admit to myself and tell others, that when you have to tell others, don't ask me for one drink, because I'll have 100 drinks. Now, the detrimental effect alcohol had on my life before I went sober, I'll give you an example. I lost my driving license twice, drink driving. So not only is that you lose your mobility, you have to rely on other people, it's also your conscience plays up with you. Even if you drink drive and you don't get caught, the next day you're like, oh my god, well, if I keep doing this, I'm at time before I get caught. What if I'd have run someone over? What if I'd have crashed into someone who was just on their way to work for a night shift? How on earth would I cope with that, conscience-wise? That's removed from my life now. I don't have to worry about drink driving ever again. When you have an all or nothing personality, you'll drink drive. You don't care. You have about 7 or 8 pints. You've got shark eyes. You'll drink drive. Police pull you over, I'll have a fight with the police. I don't care. Right, I'll talk about what helped me when I went sober as well. Luckily for me, I stumbled into a friend who I didn't realise had been sober for over a year. he asked me to come over his house and show him some tricep chest exercises in his living room because he couldn't afford the gym at the moment. He was painting his house and everything. And as I was showing him, it just came up in conversation. He said, I don't drink anymore, by the way, Tom. Now, this character, he's a friend of mine. He used to be a very heavy drinker on the weekends. Good God, he could drink with the best of them. Think Oliver Reed, Richard Burton, George Best, eat your heart out. He doesn't drink anymore at all now, and he's achieved amazing things. He didn't pass his driving test till he was in his 50s, I think. And I'll tell you another happy story about quitting drinking with me personally. Since I quit, I took up acting, and it was something I wanted to do all my life, but I could never have enough days where I wasn't either recovering from alcohol or I wasn't blind drunk from alcohol to find out online through associates how do you get into acting. Also, I'm very consistent down the gym. I'm friends more with people down the gym. I'm a respected member of the gym where I go to keep fit. I help people, encourage them down the gym. They encourage me, and I feel like part of a team down there. I'm a nicer member of my family. I'm more reliable. Before, I was reliable. My heart was in the right place, but it was 50-50. I wanted to turn up on a Monday, but chances are you won't see me on a Monday. I'd had a skinful Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'd lay you down on a Monday, and I'd be beating myself up over it. So the next thing I want to talk about is how do you deal when you go sober with friends who pressure you into having a drink with you. I'll give you an example. Oh, you've got to come for a drink. It's Di's funeral. We're all going for a drink after it. You bloody just have one pint then. Oh, you're not drinking. Di was good friends with you, man. You got to give him a good send off, and you end up you go for one drink, and someone persuades you to have another drink. You've got the car. You may as well leave the car and just get drunk now. You end up you have a right skinful. The next day you're depressed, you're hungover. You might even have hair of the dog like me, like I would have done, and end up back on it again all day. Those friends, you can ask yourself, are they really your friends? Would you offer someone a cigarette who'd quit smoking for 6 weeks to save money and they hated the smell? Would you offer them a cigarette? That'd be a bit cruel, I would, wouldn't it? If they'd gone to all that hard work not to quit smoking. You'll get other friends. If they don't want to bother with you anymore because you don't drink, these drinking buddies, you'll get new friends, trust me. Less high maintenance friends as well, because when you're a drinker, you're a bit of a pain in the arse. You need this favour, you need that favour. Get me out of this spot to bother. Get me out of that spot to bother. Them days will be gone. And another benefit is, I guarantee you'll get into some sort of hobby that you never thought you would. I've been learning to speak Spanish for almost 2 years now, and I can speak a little bit to the point where if I went on holiday with a group of friends, I'd be the one who'd do the Spanish speaking, and the locals, they'd appreciate that, they'd respect that. A British bloke has learnt a bit, fair play to him. Right, so I'm going to come back in about another month and do another video about the benefits of going sober and what problems you might encounter. So I'll leave you here now for the day, and I'll speak to you again about going sober and help you, hopefully. Hopefully you found some of my tips and you found you're relatable to what I've been through, and it'll encourage you to stop whatever drinking habits you have, whether you're a glass or two of wine every night and you don't like it, or whether you're behaving like Phil Mitchell when he goes on one of his benders and EastEnders and you don't want to be like that anymore. Hopefully this will help you. I'll be back to help you more. Have a lovely day. Don't watch the news. Get out in the sunshine. Get the natural vitamin D in you. And be kind, work hard. The universe will help you. Honest to God, it will.